This is Jarrod Horak, and in this video, I will take a look at the latest Belmont Stakes news for Wednesday, May 21st. Preakness runner-up Gosger will not run in the Belmont Stakes. His trainer, Brendan Walsh, has said that he will either target the Grade 1 Haskell at Monmouth on July 19th or the Grade 2 Jim Dandy at Saratoga on July 26th. And I have been getting multiple comments about Final Gambit recently, and I do have some news to share about him. Now, he was fourth in the Kentucky Derby. He was last early. He was passing some horses. He had a wide trip. Not a bad effort there. And then people wanted to know what Brad Cox had in mind for this one. They were hoping the Belmont Stakes, at least some people were. But according to Daily Racing Form, he is possible for the Grade 3 Matt Winn Stakes at Churchill Downs on June 8th. And other possible Matt Winn starters also ran in the Kentucky Derby include East Avenue, Burnham Square, and Coal Battle. Now, the nominations for the Matt Winn did close on May 21st. So in the coming days, we should have the nominations on that Churchill Downs website. Maybe we'll get a better idea of which horses are actually going to be targeting that race. Now, 6 horses are possible for the Belmont Stakes as of May 21st. You have Kentucky Derby winner Sovereignty. You have Derby runner-up and Preakness winner Journalism. Santa Anita Derby runner-up, Kentucky Derby show finisher Baeza. Grade 3 Peter Pan winner Hill Road for trainer Chad Brown. Grade 2 Wood Memorial winner Rodriguez for trainer Bob Baffert, and Grade 2 UAE Derby runner-up Heart of Honor, most recently 5th in the Preakness Stakes. Now at this stage, looking at those 6 horses, it looks like Rodriguez is probably going to be out there setting the pace. And then behind him, I would expect that Baeza and Journalism will probably be stalking the pace behind Rodriguez. Now as for Journalism, he has been closing from off the pace, but a lot of that was, I think, post positions and the way that the race flow went, and he was down towards the inside. He had inner posts in the Santa Anita Derby and the Preakness Stakes. He had early trouble in the Kentucky Derby. But in that Kentucky Derby, Citizen Bull, from the inside post, he came out, caused a chain reaction. Some horses were shuffled out of position early, and then Journalism was able to recover, rally to the lead, and then Sovereignty ran him down on that wet track. Now in the Santa Anita Derby, Journalism stuck down on the inside from an inner post. He was hemmed in by Barnes, a Bob Baffert trainee. He was able to, Reese Bully was able to get him out and move him to the outside, and he was able to run down by Baeza there. And then in the Preakness Stakes, again, he was stuck down inside from post 2, and he had to bully his way up between horses. He just didn't have a clean trip again. So he's one that I think Reese Bully probably wants to get him, steer him out into the clear for the Belmont Stakes. I think that would be the best thing that he could do for this one. This one has a lot of run, no problem with the 1.25 mile distance. I just think the key to Journalism's success in that Belmont Stakes is going to be he's going to be able to get up there and track the pace. He doesn't want Baeza to be too far in front of him because that one was less than a length behind Journalism in his last 2 starts. So if Rodriguez sets the pace, maybe Baeza is chasing from second, Journalism tracking Baeza, trying to get a jump on Sovereignty. So that's kind of the way that I would see Journalism's trip. And Baeza, I think that they want to work out a good stalking trip. Maybe let Rodriguez set the pace, Baeza tracking in second possibly, and I can see him working out a decent trip at Saratoga. As I said, he was less than a length behind Journalism in the Santa Anita Derby and the Kentucky Derby. So he's not too far behind that one, and he could get the jump on Journalism. But as I said, Rispoli most likely is going to want Journalism in the race earlier. He's got the ability to track the pace. They said he has more speed than he's been showing. And I believe, looking at even the horse, that he wants to go. He wants to get up there a little bit closer earlier. So it's going to be a lot of jockeying around and cat and mouse games between the riders in the Belmont Stakes, especially if there's only 6 horses and you have a lot of quality in those 6 horses. And then your 3 late runners, Hill Road, Heart of Honor, and Sovereignty, they're going to be behind the top 3 horses that I mentioned. And then all 3 of those runners do their best running in the late going. So they'll need a little bit of pace help in that Belmont Stakes. Now we're going to look at my recent Belmont Stakes winning tickets from 2014 to 2024. Last 11 runnings, I had 8 winning tickets in the last 11 runnings of the Belmont Stakes. So I had a lot of success on my full cards in the Belmont. I had that $348 exacta tonal listing commissioner in 2014. Had the trifecta with American Pharaoh winning in 2015. In 2017, I really crushed it that year. My 5-to-1 winner, Taprit, paid $12.60. Also had the exacta, trifecta, and the superfecta. And that $2 superfecta that year paid over $4,000. That was a good payout. In 2018, Justify, trifecta, $459 for $2 when Justified defeated Gronkowski and Hofberg. And then in 2020, I had the trifecta there with Tiz the Law winning. In 2021, a chalky year, the Central Quality Hot Rod Charlie Exacta only paid $15, and then the Superfecta for $2 only paid $121.40. And then in 2022, my top choice Nest finished second behind Mo Donegal, had that Exacta, Trifecta, and Superfecta, and the Super paid over $1,300. And then in 2023, the last year, I hit the Belmont Stakes. Arcangelo was the winner there, and I had the Superfecta with Forte, Tepid Trice, and Hit Show finishing behind him. That $2 Super paid $585. And as I said, all highlights that I showed on the screen are based on $2 wagers. And I will be covering multiple Belmont Stakes Week full cards at Saratoga, including Belmont Stakes Day Saturday, June 7th. You can find my full cards at therunawayhorse.com on my shop page, and I will add a link to my Runaway Horse shop page in the video description below. I've been covering full cards online since the late 1990s, and you can stay tuned for all of my Belmont Stakes video coverage in the coming days and weeks. Don't forget to like, comment, and share these videos if you like them. Subscribe to my channel as well. It's free to subscribe. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.